this video I'm going to be assembling a 625 diagonal corner unit for the Cooke Lewis range. This unit is available in two heights, 720 and 900. The difference between the two units are 720 has two shelves, the 900 has three. It is always advisable to assemble your unit on a piece of cardboard. This protects the side panel and the front edge of the unit when you're moving it around. Please read the assembly guide because there is a lot of information on here that will be helpful when assembling your unit. On the front of the assembly guide it tells you what panels you have in the box, what hardware is required and the minimum tools required to get the job done. As with all the Cooke Lewis units, the fittings have been pre-inserted for you to make it quick and easy to assemble these units. When you turn the cam, it pulls this metal in towards the plastic, expanding the plastic, locking the dowel very tightly into your end panel. This is the first panel you need. It's panel number 3. And what we do then is we then insert the top and base. This panel goes in like this. Tightening the cams up as you go. Then put the base panel in and tighten up the cams. You then slide your back panel in, which is 8mm thick, and the two holes that are in this panel go towards the top of the unit. Before we put the last side panel on, we put the rear rail in and the edging tape goes up. We take our side panels and again tighten the cams up. Turn the unit onto its back and fit the last side panel, and again tighten the cams up as you go. Our next job is to join these parts together. You have two triangular rails and two straight rails, and you put your metal dowels into your end panels. Put the 4 metal dowels in, 2 on each end panel like this, and then you push your triangular rails in like this. And 2, and then you tighten the cams up. You then fix these to the front of your rails. These particular rails are fitted so that when you hang your door, the door operates correctly. And using the screws provided, fix them in. That's those rails fitted there. The last thing to do on this unit is to fix your wall hanging brackets. Wall hanging brackets. There is a right and a left hand one. This is the left hand bracket. It goes in like this. You just push it in. Once you've got your bracket in position, you pull this lever down like that, and that locks it in position. To adjust your brackets, there are 2 screws. You have this screw here, which when you loosen it, actually moves the bracket away, so you can hook it over your wall hanging bracket and then pull it back tight. And then the one underneath, which is actually what we call a crown wheel, you put your screwdriver in there like that, and when you turn it, it actually raises the unit either up or down, depending on whether you turn it clockwise or anti-clockwise. Pull it down like that. You actually adjust your wall hanging bracket in there. Once you're happy that it's been adjusted correctly, you use these nickel plated silver covers, and they literally just push on. There are 6 shelf supports for each shelf. Metal shelf supports that when activated pull the metal out, expanding the plastic, keeping it very tight inside your unit. You fit 1 to this triangular panel, then 1 to the end panel, 2 to the back panel, 2 to the thick back panel, again 1 more to this panel, and the last one goes in the triangular panel here. So I'll just put those in now. When fitting your wall units, it is always advisable to keep the shelves to one side. This reduces the weight that you have to lift up prior to fixing the units to the wall. Once the units are in position, you then put the shelf in, and this is how you do it. Right, this is how you put the shelf in. Like that, lift it up, drop it down, and then knock it onto your shelf supports, like that. When you have more than one unit, you should join them together, and when using this type of joining bolt, you drill a 5mm hole through the two end panels and then screw in the two parts together, and that pulls the unit nice and tight.